Today we shall study about Bloom's classification of objectives. This classification was given by Bloom, so this is very helpful. Bloom classified objectives into three domains: the cognitive domain, the affective domain, and the cognitive domain. So we will see them in detail one by one. Cognitive domain is the domain which deals with the intellectual development of the students, means what knowledge they have gained, that is considering in the cognitive domain. So it has been further divided into knowledge, comprehensions, applications, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. First part is knowledge, means objectives at this level require that students must be able to recall or remember the information told to him in the class, like the terms, the facts, the rules discussed in the class. He must be able to recall. The action verbs for this are which tells about the actions of the child, behavior changes of the child. They are define, list, recall, describe, match, recite, identify, label, state, name. So these actions tells about the knowledge level of the student. Second is comprehension, whether the student he has gained a knowledge, whether he is able to understand it, the details of the concept. So the words like explain, illustrate, distinguish, explain, summarize tells about the comprehension level of understanding of the students. Third is application, means to use the abstract ideas in concrete situation, means the students whatever they have learned, whether they are able to operate on the basis of that, solve the things, use the knowledge and demonstrate it. Then is analysis, means to break down the information into parts. This is done in the form of behavior of the students, that is they are able to point out diagram, break down the information or outline the main points. This tells about the analysis behavior of the child. Then synthesis means to put together parts so as to make a whole, means they must be able to categorize, compile, design and produce the things. And last part of this domain, cognitive domain, is evaluation, means the students they must be able to make the judgments or give decisions whatever they have learned. So for this they are able to criticize, they are able to justify or give the judgments. These behaviors of the child cell tells that the cognitive domain of the child is developing. Then we will study about the second domain, that is the affective domain. So along with the intellectual development of the child, student must develop some values, attitudes, and this domain deals with the same, that it concerned with the process of internalization of values, attitudes and interest. This domain includes the various points, that is receiving, responding, valuing, organization and characterization. So first is receiving. Receiving means students are aware of or listen to passively the information, that is they attend, they aware, they look, they notice and then they hear or listen the things in their surroundings, means they are receiving the information regarding various values. Then they not only attend but also respond actively. They participate in such activities which are based on values, volunteer themselves for various social purpose activities, practice these values in their daily life, obey the things which they have been told. Then valuing means to display the behavior with sufficient consistency. Whenever their need arises, they show those values which they have learned in their classroom activities. Means they convince, they argue, they prefer, they debate for that. Then is organization. Organization means to put the values in more than one situation, to compile them together. So compilation of values to form the value system. So students, they have learned different values. Now they have developed such an ability, they have reached to such level that they are able to use the different values which they have learned at various situations. Now they can use them together. Then is characterization. So this is the ultimate values development of the child behavior. That is, individuals, they display the integration of values, and not only that, it becomes a lifestyle with them. Not only in the classroom, but wherever they exist in the society, they show the same value system which they have learned from the very beginning in the school level or the classroom level. So this become the character of the child. These values, they become the character of the child. So this is regarding the affective domain given by Bloom's taxonomy. Then third is the psychomotor domain. On this, Bloom, although has not much work, but other associates of Bloom, they have given details of the psychomotor domain. This is the domain which involves the muscular development or the motor skills development of the individual. So objectives on the basis of these skills development, they have been kept under this domain. So students, they are not only to develop intellectually or emotionally or attitudinal development, but their physical development is as important as other types of development. So according to this domain, this deals that motor behavior develops from gross to the fine motor skills. How this motor skills develop? There is a gain and hierarchy, that is starting from the imitation, then moving towards manipulation, precision, articulation, and naturalization. Now, what is imitation? Means the child see an action and then imitate it. That he try to copy the actions performed in front of him. So the child observes the demonstrated behavior related to any activity, related to the poem recitation, drawing of an angle or circle, and then he imitates the same action as performed by the demonstrator. Then manipulation means now the directions are followed by the students to perform an action. So directions are given in some written form or in some manual form, and they try to use those instructions and follow those instructions, and no live model is present in front of them. Then third is precision, as the word indicates, accuracy or exactness. The students, they have learned the skills, various skills at various situations. Now they are able to perform independently. Firstly, they were performing with some the following some role model or some demonstrator, but now they are performing the action independently and without the use of some visual model or the written set of instruction, and along with that they are showing also the accuracy. So how much accuracy they are showing that behavior, that tells the domain's development of the child. Then articulation means to display the coordination of the series of related acts in an appropriate sequence and with accuracy. Means the child is able to use the different skills at the same time, like he is going to the market and he is running a scooter, and on the way he also listens to the mobile phone. So at the same time he is doing different functions together by coordinating various activities at one time. That is called the articulation, when different skills are used together and with precision and accuracy. Then naturalization means these things become the natural part of his life, of his existence. That is, it requires the high level of proficiency in the skills. So the behavior which he has learned, that becomes the part of his character, that is He can do them with the natural activities spontaneously. He can do it, becomes a routine with him, and automatically he can perform the various activities. So this is regarding the various domains of Bloom's taxonomy. Thank you.